Hey guys, Eric, Peacock here, Pure Vita Fitness here. Just thought I'd go live here. Just thought of this today. 3D fitness success. What does it be? And it's not going to be exercises or nutrition, as like I've said in the past, a lot of it starts here in the mind. And I want to talk about three Ds that can make or break you when it comes to being successful with fitness and health goals. Because there is a lot of people that start and stop, or quit after the first of the year, after a couple weeks in the first year. So what makes or breaks people? And my first D is going to be decisions. Decisions being, your body you have now, your health you have now. A lot of it it's really basically it's a sum of decisions that you've made or haven't made. Have you decided? If you decided to go home and sit on the couch, that's one decision. If you decided to go home and be active with your kids, that's another decision. So where you're at now is a sum of your decisions of what you've made with your life. And you can't dwell in the past, but you have to decide that, I'm going to make more good decisions than bad decisions. We're not always going to make the right decision, but the decision to get out of bed and go to the gym in the morning, that's a decision versus hit the snooze alarm and turn over and sleep. That's a decision. So the first D is decisions. You got to start making the right decisions, more of the right than the wrong. And too often I think people are stuck making the wrong decisions and they give themselves excuses why they make them, but they know those decisions aren't the best decisions for them. Why do I need to, have that extra plate of food when I know I'm trying to lose weight? Why do I need to have that bowl of cereal an hour before bed? So decisions is number one. Number two is going to be distractions. And this is a big one. I put this in my email list today. We never in our history have lived in a time with more distractions than right now. There's the subconscious and the conscious. And the subconscious to me is think about the things we do every day now when we're trying to get something important done. Maybe it's a workout, maybe it's a work project, but this applies not just to fitness, but to other things too. So distractions, number one is our cell phone. How often do we have our cell phone on and we're in the middle of something and somebody texts us and we stop in the middle of it, even if we're talking to somebody? I've been guilty of it myself. And you text them back, or you get stuck surfing on Facebook. Just all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, you've been on social media for 20 minutes. So distractions, those subconscious things, you don't even realize you're doing it sometimes. But my advice to you is when you're doing something important, whether it's having a family dinner, an important conversation, working out, quiet time. I talked about, how I spend time every morning doing my spiritual time with the Lord. Those things I don't have my phone. I'm not answering texts or looking at emails. So you can put your phone in airplane mode. Or let's say you're at the gym like me and you like to use it for music. I put it in airplane mode, and that way people can't call me or text me or bug me when I'm doing stuff. So just think about those subconscious things. They say it takes your brain 20 minutes to reset when you get distracted, and we're constantly being distracted throughout the day. Some of the things I did too is take some of the notifications off my phone, especially the news. The news can just all of a sudden, some wacky news story comes across can really take you off course. So those are the conscious distractions or the subconscious distractions. We don't really think about them as distractions. They're just like something that's part of normal day life here in America. But, think about trying to eliminate those distractions during those important highly important tasks. The other part of distractions I would say is the conscious distractions, and I'm sure people are not going to like when I say this, but it's been lately, everybody's been talking about Game of Thrones. All right. And it goes back this one goes back to decisions, but, I hear about people that sit there and binge watch a whole Netflix series over a weekend. And then I hear these same people in the same breath talk about how they can't get healthy. They don't have time to go to the gym, but they seem to find time for things like Game of Thrones, or series like that people get hooked into. You can get hooked into a lot of different series, and I see people spending a lot of time on that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, I like a good movie. I like to watch, I've had a few shows that I've followed, but you think about it, especially those of us that have kids and work full time and have everything else going on, we don't have a lot of free time. So how we use that time is really, really important. That goes back to decisions. Is it going to be more beneficial for me to go and watch a Netflix series, or is it going to be more beneficial for me to go work out, or is it going to be beneficial for me to read something or listen to a podcast that might actually help improve my mindset and my health or whatever, versus spend an hour watching a TV show that does nothing for me? So that's a distraction. And sports, all right, guys, fantasy leagues, all these things that people spend so much time, putting their knowledge to know every sports stat there is, or who's a starting quarterback for this team. I was a former football player, coach, love football, love sports, but I found myself, as I pursue bigger goals in life, watching less and less of sports, unless I've got some downtime, which is planned downtime with a friend or something like that. I'm not watching a lot of sports or doing things like that. I like to watch maybe a little bit of college football and sometimes the Vikings, but I even skip the Vikings sometimes, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If it's a nice day out, I might put them on the radio or something, but if I can go do something outside with my family in the fall, I'm gonna do that. Just because that's just me. That's where my priorities are at right now. So those distractions, those things that take hours and hours of our time and really don't do anything for us to move us forward, and it's all right to have some recreation. I was a park and rec major. But how many hours a week are we spending doing meaningless, mindless things like that, watching series after series, and then politics. We can talk about politics too in the same sentence. We waste a lot of energy ranting on Facebook, ranting to people about how we hate this political person or that political person. Doesn't matter. Both sides do it. A lot of wasted energy. How is politics really honestly affecting your life? All we do is we sit and get on social media and get mad at each other. And it really doesn't solve anything or move us forward as people. Politicians don't change the world. It's the little guys. It's the entrepreneurs. It's the people out there that are trying to serve on the level. Like the awesome teacher. I can think of one of my teachers from high school that changed the course of my life. I can't think of one politician that changed the course of my life. But we spend a lot of time on this stuff, watching the news, getting pissed off, ranting and raving. I know I've been guilty of it too. I'm just saying, I'm speaking from experience. But we have to watch those distractions, those things that really throw off not just our time, but also our mindset. We get all worked up about something because we watch the news. I've kind of really limited the amount of news I watch and newspapers I read, because all I do is I get mad, I get fired up, and it doesn't really do anything. I'd rather go out and do something than just get pissed off and rant a bunch of stuff on Facebook. So we have to get those distractions out and really take a good look at our time and what we're doing with it. And then the third one is just good old-fashioned freaking discipline, guys. You know what? Nobody's going to do it for you. I'm a personal trainer, but, I don't guarantee results. People have to do the work. I have people I work with that are very coachable, and they get results because they follow the plan. They're disciplined. And discipline doesn't mean you got to do everything right all the time. It means being consistent. You're not always going to have a rock-solid day. You might miss a workout here or there. You might throw your eating off here or there, but it's getting consistent. I like the 80-20 rule when it comes to nutrition. Getting there 80% of the time, making the right choice. Getting to the gym, moving your body every day. I mean, even it doesn't mean you have to do an all balls to the walls workout, but it could mean just getting your 10,000 steps in. Moving around, walking farther away in the parking lot, taking the stairs, doing different things, doing work around the house, get your 10,000 steps in. So discipline means doing the things that you need to do even when you don't feel like doing them. I get up at 5 a.m. to go work out. Do I always feel like it? Is it always like, oh yeah, I get to go to the gym? No, but it's discipline. It's setting a tone of discipline. And when you get disciplined in one area of your life, it starts to flow in other areas of your life. I've noticed as I've been disciplined with my working out, it's helped me in my spiritual life. It's helped me better in my marriage, getting things done around the house, with my business. So discipline's kind of like a good cancer. When you start ordering up one area of your life, it'll start to flow in it spreads to other areas of your life. It's a good cancer. There's not a lot of good cancers, but that's probably a good one. So just to kind of rehash this a little bit, 3D fitness success, we could even just say 3D success in life is looking at the decisions are you making? Are you making the right decisions? How many good decisions versus bad decisions are you making? Because where you're at now, whether it's health-wise, financial-wise, whatever, is it some of the decisions that you've made? And we all have not made great decisions. I mean, I've made some bad decisions in the past that I regret, but now I look at them as learning experiences because, I won't make that decision again. I learned the hard way. We all do that. We all go to the school of hard knocks. Hello, Deb. It's nice to see you again from Prior Lake. So making sure we're making the best decisions possible. We're not always going to be right, but, make the best decision possible. Distractions, eliminating distractions, both the subconscious, like the cell phone and the social media things that, kind of lure us away from our focus, and the distractions that we know that we're guilty of, our Netflix series that we can't seem to get enough of, or whatever it is, TV show that I have to binge watch, start to look at those things like how many hours a week am I putting into that? If I want to move forward, I got to put some more time into the things that are really going to matter in my life. Maybe it's more time with my spouse or my kids, or maybe it's, getting to the gym more or whatever it is. I hate the term that I'm busy. I'm busy. What are you busy with? All right. Are you busy? Or are you productive? There's two different things. Everybody's busy, but it's your choice what you make yourself busy with. And then number 3 is good old fashioned discipline, doing the things that maybe you don't feel like doing, but they're the right things to do. You do them even though you don't feel like you're doing them. You keep going, even when you screw up. You keep going and you keep doing it till you hit your goal. That's all it is, And discipline's something that I honestly is sorely lacking in this country now. We want everything fast and easy, convenient and comfortable. And you know what? Success is never easy. Success in any area is going to take some struggle. You're going to have to suffer a little bit, it's just like going to the gym. When we go to the gym and we're going to have a hard workout, we know that's going to hurt a little bit. It's going to be uncomfortable, but we know that's how we get better. All right. We get uncomfortable to get better in the gym, but then we take this out into the real world and we go after a goal, or maybe we take some chance, we try to move forward with a business idea and we get some resistance. And we say, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. We get scared and quit. So why is it we go to the gym and we meet resistance and discomfort? We're okay with it. We understand that's how we get better. But in real life and other areas of our life, we don't do that. And, I personally don't think that any goal that you go after is worth it unless you have some struggles and some suffering that goes along with it. That's personally, it just makes it that much sweeter. I can think of all the big things I've accomplished in my life, and it wasn't smooth sailing all the way through. It's because I had to struggle a little bit. I had to figure things out, and there is some suffering involved. I'm not talking about getting beat down or anything like that, but maybe with my football stuff in college, but that might have been a part of it. But I just think as America, we just got to get tougher. We just got to be more resilient. In an age where we have technology and we don't even have to leave our house to get our groceries, we're becoming lazy and we're becoming complacent. We need to step up, and get back that discipline. And fitness is a great place to start, you guys. So fitness is a great place. I think it's kind of like light. It's like the match that sets off the whole thing. And so fitness is a good thing because it teaches you mental discipline, focus, and discipline, and helps you learn how to follow something and follow through. So setting fitness goals, I think that's why I love what I do, because I don't see people just get more fit physically. I see them get more fit mentally. So just a FYI, be watching out here on Facebook. I'm going to be putting together a special group. There's no charge to be in it, but it's a special group for accountability, and I'll be doing some coaching in that group. So just be watching out for that. I'm going to be setting that up tomorrow, and I'll probably put some announcements out on Facebook. But it's for people that want to get more discipline, want to get more accountable. They can be a part of this group and get some accountability. And there's always accountability in groups. So that's it. I just want to talk about the 3 Ds tonight because it was on my mind. I'll be sharing tips and stuff like that as always, but sometimes I got to go over some of the mental stuff because I can give people the best workout. I can give them a good nutrition plan, but if the mental stuff's not dialed in, it's not going to last. It's a waste of my time. And I've learned this after 25 years of personal training. So thanks everybody for being on. I see some of my old Prior Lake schoolmates on here. It's good to see you guys on here. Definitely reach out to me, personal message me if you have any questions, but hopefully this was helpful. Go get those 3 Ds lined up and go out there and kick some ass. We'll see you later.